and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Lexi and this is the Library of Lexi. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I wanted to take you guys on a tour of my Netgalley shelf. Netgalley is a place where you can request ARCs, and ARCs are advanced reader copies. So those are books that are released to certain reviewers before the publication date. But these are some books that I've requested that I've been approved for, and I wanted to tell you guys about them. I haven't read them yet, but I'm really looking forward to reading them. I guess I'm not really in too much of a rush because a lot of them aren't being like they aren't coming out until later in the year. So, and I have a lot of other things I want to read right now. So I'm just going to tell you guys about them. So one of the books that I have requested recently that I've been approved for was Girl's Serpent Thorn, and this is by Melissa Bashadorst. This book is being published on July 7th of this year. And it is about a captivating original fairy tale about a girl cursed to be poisonous to the touch and who discovers what power might lie in such a curse. And this to me kind of sounds like Shatter Me. So I'm pretty excited to read it. I'm actually rereading Shatter Me right now. And I'm really enjoying it once again, but my hope this time is to actually read the next book. Moving on, the next book that I requested that I was approved for is called Historically Inaccurate by Shay Bravo. And I literally requested this book just based off the cover. As soon as I saw the cover, I was like, I need to read this. I need to have this like now, like right now. And this one is a multicultural interest teen and YA paragraph. It just says, after her mother's deportation last year, Sol Gutierrez all she wants is for her life to go back to normal. Everything's changed. New apartment, new school, new family dynamic, and Sol desperately wants to fit in. When she joins her community college's history club, it comes with an odd initiation process. Break into Westray's old house and steal a fork. So yeah, I'll stop there. And if that interests you, then I would definitely be watching out for this September 29th when it comes out. Like I said, just based off the cover, it is beautiful and I cannot wait to get to it. The next book I requested and was approved for is going to be Burning Roses, and this is by S.L. Huang. This is a sci-fi fantasy. It is being published September 29th. And this is supposed to be a Red Riding Hood retelling, I believe. That's what it says in the first part of the blurb. Rosa, also known as Red Riding Hood, is done with wolves and woods. Hui Yi, the archer, is tired and knows she's past her prime. They would both rather just be retired, but that's not what the world has ready for them. That sounds pretty good to me. Next book that I got, so I'm into historical fiction, and this is historical. It's called Chasing Starlight by Terry Bailey Black. This is being published August 11th. And this is set in 1938, the golden age of Hollywood. Palm trees and movie stars, film studios pumping out musicals, westerns, and gangster films at a furious pace. Everyone wants to be a star, except society girl and aspiring astronomer Kate Hildebrand, who'd rather study them in the night sky. She's already famous after a childhood tragedy turned her into a newspaper headline. What she craves is stability. Yeah, that sounds like a good story right there. I am excited to read that. That is also a teen and YA. A lot of these books are going to be teen, YA, sci-fi, fantasy, maybe a thriller in here. The next book I have on this list is going to be The Angel of the Crows. Now, I don't know why, but ever since I read Six of Crows, now I just want to read everything with crows. I don't know. I really love what they do with the crows. And yeah, anyway, this is by Catherine Addison. It's being published June 23rd. This is set in the alternate 1880s in London. And it says angels inhabit every public building, and vampires and werewolves walk the streets with human beings in a well-regulated truce. A fantastic utopia, except for a few things. Angels can fall, and that fall is like a nuclear bomb in both the physical and metaphysical worlds. And human beings remain human with all their kindness and greed and passions and murderous intent. Jack the Ripper stalks the streets of this London too, but this London has an angel. The angel of the crows. All right. If that didn't get you hyped to read this book, I don't know what will. Because that sounds, oh my gosh, like literally all these books sound so good. Like I didn't even really read the blurb at first when I requested them, because I like to go into books not knowing. But now that I'm reading the blurb for them, all these books sound really, really good. The next book on this list is going to be This Is My America by Kim Johnson. Now, this is a children's fiction as well as a teen YA. It's being published July 28th of this year. And this is supposed to be every week, 17-year-old Tracy Beaumont writes letters to Innocent's ex, asking the organization to help her father, an innocent black man on death row. After 7 years, Tracy is running out of time and her dad has only 267 days left. Then the unthinkable happens. The police arrive in the night and Tracy's older brother Jamal goes from being a bright, promising track star to a thug on the run accused of killing a white girl. Determined to save her brother, Tracy investigates what really happened between Jamal and Angela down at the Pike. But will Tracy and her family survive the uncovering of the skeletons of their Texas town's racist history that still haunt the present? Now that is gripping. That is very gripping, and I cannot wait to read this. So the next book I was approved for is going to be The Voting Booth by Brandy Colbert, which is also a YA this one is a YA contemporary. And it is being published July 7th. Marva Sheridan was born for this day. She's always been driven to make a difference in the world, and what better way than to vote in her first election? So this is political. Duke Crenshaw, well, duh, because the title of it is The Voting Booth, so obviously it's political. Only problem, Duke can't vote. When Marva sees Duke turned away from their polling place, she takes it upon herself to make sure his vote is counted. She hasn't spent months doorbelling and registering voters just to see someone denied their right. And that's how the whirlwind day begins. Romantic and triumphant. The next book I got approved for that I'm really excited for is Ray Bearer, and this is by Jordan Ifueko. And this is a YA sci-fi fantasy. And this is being published on August 18th. The blurb is going to be, nothing is more important than loyalty. Well, what if you've sworn to protect the one you were born to destroy? Ooh. It's actually funny because it's perfect for fans of Tomi Adeyemi and Saba Tahir, but to me it already sounds kind of like Children and Blood of Bone, of course, but that's why they say fans of Tomi Adeyemi would like it, because if you like Children of Blood and Bone, which this kind of sounds like, because it sounds like Zuli and Zayli. I can't remember if her name is Zuli or Zayli. And Anan. Anan, I'm pretty sure that's what his name was. Anyway, The next book that I was approved for that I'm excited for, and the cover is what got me on this book as well. This one is called We Were Restless Things, and this is by Ko Nagamatsu. This is a YA mystery thriller, I believe. And this one is: last summer, Link Miller drowned on dry land in the woods, miles from the nearest body of water. His death was ruled a weird accident, but Noemi Yamato knows the truth. Link was killed. He told her so himself, because he's been texting her from beyond the grave, warning her to keep away from the forest. This one is being published October 6th. 3 more. The next one is going to be A Curse of Gold by Annie Sullivan. This is a sci-fi fantasy, YA, and it is being published September 22nd. Curses and queens, pirates and kings, gods and magic, the final saga of a princess cursed by Midas's touch, a vengeful Greek god, and a dazzling kingdom in the balance. So this sounded really, really good. And then the funny part is, yesterday I was looking at it and I realized that it's a duology, and I haven't read the first book. So I need to read the first book to understand what goes on in this book. So I guess that's another book I have to put on my TBR now. The next book on my list is Ignite the Sun by Hannah Howard. This is also a sci-fi fantasy YA book, and it is being published August 18th of this year. Once upon a time, there was something called the sun and a kingdom ruled by a witch. The sun is just part of a legend about light-filled days of old. But now, Syria Nightingale is headed to the heart of the darkness to try and restore the light, or lose everything trying. These books sound too good. Like, we are getting too many good books this year. The books that have already came out and the books that are coming out, on top of the books that haven't even been announced yet, like, we're being blessed. And the last book, this was actually the very first book that I was approved for on Netgalley, and this book is Cinderella is Dead, and this is by Kaylin Bayron, and it is a YA fantasy. This book is being published July 7th of this year. 200 years after Cinderella found her prince, but the fairy tale is over, teen girls are now required to appear at the annual ball where the men of the kingdom select wives based on a girl's display of finery. If a suitable match is not found, the girls are not chosen or never heard from again. Yeah. That's probably the first one I'm gonna read, I'm pretty sure, but I'm really excited for all these books coming out. I'm really excited that I got to share them with you guys, and hopefully you guys have some books to add to your TBR from this list. I also want to thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart for 300 subscribers. I hit 300 today, and I'm so happy about it. I'm actually recording multiple videos today for you guys because this is really just motivating me to get up and just really want to record. I don't know, lately I just kind of haven't really been in a recording mood, but like I said, I'm hoping to get out there and make more content for you guys. I'm so happy to be here and have so many people watching my channel. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and close this video. You guys have a great rest of your day. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are in this world. And I hope you have a blessed day. Peace out, guys.